Yo listeners, you ready for a restaurant review that's hotter than a 747 on takeoff? Well, gather round and let me introduce you to the Rail Yard, the place that's got more flavor than a whole vat of Heinz 57. First off, let's talk about the chicken tenders. Picture this, a crisp golden shell that shatters in your mouth like a symphony of flavor, revealing a juicy, tender interior that's like a warm hug for your taste buds. And the fries. Oh man, they're like crispy, salty perfection. They'll have you dancing in the aisles with joy. Now about that mac and cheese, it's the kind of dish that makes you forget all your troubles. Creamy, cheesy, and cheesy, it's like a warm blanket on a cold winter's night. And let's not forget the cold ones. They've got a tap list that's longer than a Sunday sermon, so you're sure to find something that tickles your fancy. One thing's for sure, the service is on point. Sydney, our server, was like a friendly GPS, guiding us through the menu with the precision of a seasoned sommelier. She knew her stuff and didn't hesitate to steer us towards the best of the best. But wait, there's more. They've got this outdoor patio that's like a secret oasis in the middle of the city. With heaters to keep you cozy and cornhole boards to channel your inner athlete, it's the perfect spot to unwind and enjoy the good times. Okay, I know what you're thinking, but Seinfeld, what about that one review that mentioned a lackluster service experience? Well, let me tell you, folks, that's like saying the Grand Canyon is just a big ditch. The Rail Yard has got its game on now, and any hiccups from the past are a thing of the distant memory. So, if you're looking for a restaurant that's got the flavor, the vibes, and the service that will leave you wondering why you've wasted your time at other joints, do yourself a favor and check out the Rail Yard. It's a flavor extravaganza that'll make you want to break out into a spontaneous dance party. Or at the very least, a loud chorus of hallelujah. Hold on to your biscuits, Little Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your taste buds for an epic awakening, because the Root Cafe is the culinary equivalent of an accordion-playing mime stepping into a bear trap. Imagine a farm-to-table restaurant where the food is so organic, it's practically photosynthesizing on your plate. And the ambience. It's like walking into a sitcom where the laughter can't help but be contagious. The staff. Champions. Even when they're busier than a baby on a trampoline, they forge ahead with the grace of seasoned gladiators. They'll take care of you like your grandma, but with less God bless you, child, and more here you go, dude. Enjoy the nom-tastic ride. Now, let's talk about the grub. The biscuits. Pillow-soft clouds of fluff, ready to absorb your gravy like a sponge on vacation. The gravy. A spicy, savory symphony that'll make you hum Yankee Doodle Dandy in your sleep. But wait, there's more. The omelette is a masterpiece of fluffy eggs and chorizo that'll have you dancing the tango with your fork. The greens. Crisp and sassy, with a vinaigrette that'll make you forget your ex's name. And the root parfait. It's like a tiny rainbow explosion in your mouth. Sweet honey, crunchy granola, and fresh fruit that'll make your taste buds do a synchronized swim. Oh, and the ambience. Think cozy cabin meets Brooklyn loft, with just enough liberal leanings to make you wonder if your granola has been sprinkled with Bernie Sanders dust. But hey, no judgment here. The bottom line. If you're not already standing in line outside the Root Cafe, you're missing out on the breakfast party of the century. Grab a cup of coffee, find a cozy corner, and prepare to be served a culinary feast that'll leave you laughing, crying, and wondering why you ever ate at a Denny's. Barbecue Chicken Little Rock is a culinary oasis where taste buds dance with delight. Upon entering, a chorus of friendly faces welcomed me like a long-lost friend. Any food allergies? They asked, their concern as sweet as honey. I felt like I was in a hospital of flavors, ready to be cured of all my bland cravings. The server, with the agility of a seasoned ninja, whisked water to our table in a charming froggy container. Yes, you read that right. Frogs with water. It was like a scene from a surrealist comedy. For my entree, I summoned the Dookie Bokkie, a fiery fusion of hot and sweet. Its chewy texture and tantalizing sauce sent my palate on a roller coaster ride. It was a culinary symphony that would make even the most jaded foodie weep tears of joy. The chicken, oh the chicken. It was a crispy, succulent masterpiece that melted in my mouth like a whisper from heaven. I felt like I had stumbled upon the holy grail of poultry. And the kimchi rice. A savory, tangy accompaniment that was the perfect psychic to the chicken's splendor. In conclusion, barbecue chicken Little Rock is a culinary wonderland where flavors explode with whimsical abandon. It's a place where frogs dispense water, allergies are taken seriously, and chicken reigns supreme. If you're looking for a dining experience that will leave you grinning like a Cheshire cat, then this is the place for you. Allsop Chapel, where bookworms and foodies collide. Prepare yourself for a literary feast like no other at Allsop Chapel, my fellow Epicureans. Like a well-crafted novel, this restaurant has it all: a captivating atmosphere, a mouth-watering menu, and a cast of characters straight out of a Seinfeld episode. First, let's talk about the ambience. It's like a charming bookstore meets a chic bistro. The walls are lined with towering bookshelves, each tome a testament to the literary inspiration behind the menu. You can almost hear the pages turning as you sip your pre-dinner cocktail. Speaking of cocktails, their concoctions are named after literary masterpieces. I highly recommend The Art of War. It's like a strategic alliance between cognac, liqueur, and coconut. It's the literary equivalent of a military victory in a glass. Now, let's get down to the grub. Portions here are bigger than the great American novel, so come hungry. I mean, you don't want to leave any tale of two portions unfinished, do you? My favorite appetizer is the Rydie chili. It's as thick and satisfying as a good Western, with no shortage of meaty goodness. And don't miss the Caesar salad with anchovies. It's crunchy, crispy, and packed with a salty dash of sarcasm. For my main course, I always go for the Alpine chicken. It's a masterpiece of flavors, cooked to perfection with a tantalizing crispness. Plus, it comes with Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes that are sautéed with the subtlety of a stand-up comedian. But save room for dessert, folks. Their bread pudding is like a literary brownie on steroids, with a different flavor each week. This time, it was double chocolate. Imagine the Great Gatsby of sweets, but with more cocoa and less booze. The service at Allsop Chapel is as impeccable as the grammar in a Jane Austen novel. They're attentive, knowledgeable, and eager to recommend the perfect dish for your literary palate. So, whether you're a bibliophile or a culinary adventurer, Allsop Chapel is the ultimate destination. It's a place where you can feast on words and food with a side order of literary wit. Just don't forget to make a reservation on Saturdays, or you'll end up like Holden Caulfield, feeling like an outsider in a preppy prep school. City Silo, where kale meets comedy. Prepare your taste buds for an out-of-this-world culinary experience at City Silo Table Pantry. This is where healthy eating becomes a screamingly hilarious affair. Imagine a restaurant where plants shout with joy, while meat hides in a corner, crying its eyes out. City Silo is the Green Mile for vegans and vegetarians, but even us carnivores will find ourselves yodeling with delight. The menu is a masterpiece of plant-based wizardry. Sweet potato hash. Forget the hash. This is potato heaven, with seasoning that will make you do a backflip off the counter. Hippie scramble with chicken. It's like a nutritious rave party in your mouth, with a side of kidney beans that could make a vegetarian weep. But hold on to your kale, folks. The Sunshine Burrito is the pièce de resistance. It's so good, it'll make you forget about the time your uncle tried to impress you with his magic tricks and ended up levitating the gravy boat. Now, let's talk drinks. All That Beats. More like All That Beats. It's a beat-forward symphony that will leave you humming Purple Rain all day. And the Magic Mushroom. It's like chocolate milk, but for grown-ups. Just don't let anyone tell you it's healthy. Service. It's like a well-oiled vegan machine. But if you're expecting a water station with a built-in comedy club, you might be disappointed. And the timing of the dishes. Well, let's just say it's as unpredictable as a drunk giraffe on roller skates. But hey, who needs punctuality when you're having this much fun? City Silo Table Pantry is a place where laughter and kale go hand in hand. It's the restaurant that will make you want to become a vegetarian, even if you're the biggest meat-eating buffoon on the planet. Happy dining, and remember, your taste buds are about to embark on a plant-fueled roller coaster of hysterics. Buckle up, folks. Table 28 in Little Rock is a culinary roller coaster that will leave you both exhilarated and slightly bemused. First, let's talk about the hits. The tartar was like a symphony for your taste buds, with a guest appearance by the complimentary bacon, which was like the bank of bacon. The duck curry was so good, it made me consider converting to Hinduism just to have it every day. The mushrooms were like little pillows of heaven, drowning in a delightful pool of butter. Now, let's dive into the misses. The quail lollies were like tiny bread balls that had been deep fried into oblivion. They were so tough, you could have used them as teething rings for a T-Rex. The chicken palm was like a leather boot with marinara sauce and mozzarella. The arugula looked like it had been through a rough night, and the plating was so haphazard, it looked like a toddler had thrown the food on the plate. But here's where Table 28 truly earns its comedic stripes. The service was like a game of hide and seek, with our server disappearing for 15 minutes at the most awkward time. And then there was the beef carpaccio, which was so full of gristle, I could have used it to floss my teeth. I chewed and spit out every piece, feeling like a food critic on a bad acid trip. All in all, Table 28 is a culinary adventure that will leave you wondering if you've just had the best meal of your life or the worst. But hey, at least the bacon was amazing. Red Bowl, a gastronomic adventure you won't want to miss. Prepare yourself for a culinary escapade that will tantalize your taste buds and leave you craving more. Red Bowl, nestled in the heart of Little Rock, is a veritable shrine to Far Eastern flavors, offering an authentic and unforgettable dining experience. Picture this, a steaming bowl of tonkatsu ramen, so spicy it would make a fire-breathing dragon blush. The broth, my friends, is an elixir of culinary perfection, boasting a depth of flavor that will leave you questioning the meaning of life. Add a generous drizzle of spicy red pepper sauce, and you're in for a flavor explosion that will make your head spin like a merry-go-round. Now, let's talk about the sticky rice. Imagine a giant lotus leaf, meticulously wrapped around a bountiful mound of rice, filled to the brim with succulent chicken chunks. It's like a culinary time capsule, transporting you to a time when food tasted like it was meant to. The sheer size of this dish is enough to make even the hungriest sumo wrestler do a double take. But wait, there's more. The fried taro ball appetizers are a culinary enigma. At first glance, they resemble innocuous potato balls, but bite into one, and you're greeted with a symphony of flavors. The mashed potato-like filling bursts with unexpected beefy notes, while the porky center delivers a delightful twist. It's like a culinary roller coaster ride, where the only thing you're holding onto is your taste buds. Now, let's not forget about the dim sum. Oh, the dim sum. It's a veritable smorgasbord of culinary delights, featuring everything from steamed pork and spinach dumplings to lotus-wrapped sticky rice. Each dish is a masterpiece in its own right, showcasing the delicate artistry and unwavering attention to detail that goes into every bite. But what truly sets Red Bowl apart is its service. The staff is a veritable team of culinary ninjas, gliding through the dining room with impeccable timing and a smile that would melt the coldest of hearts. They'll anticipate your every need, from refilling your teapot to slicing your dim sum into bite-sized pieces, because who wants to waste precious time struggling with chopsticks? So, if you're in search of an authentic and outrageously delicious dining experience, look no further than Red Bowl. Just be sure to bring your appetite, because you're in for a flavor-packed adventure that will leave your taste buds begging for more. The Croissanterie, where joy and croissants collide. Attention, Little Rock foodies. Brace yourselves for a gastronomical journey that will leave you grinning like a Cheshire cat and licking your fingers for days to come. The Croissanterie is not just a restaurant, it's a temple to culinary excellence and a breeding ground for pure, unadulterated joy. Step inside, and you'll be greeted by a symphony of friendly faces that will make you feel like you're at a neighborhood gathering, not a restaurant. As you make your way to the counter, the intoxicating aroma of freshly baked croissants will fill the air, seducing your nostrils and making you wish you could cuddle with a basket of them. Oh, and speaking of croissants, they deserve a standing ovation. They're flaky, buttery, and melt in your mouth delicious. The Lady Bird, a delectable chicken salad sandwich on said croissant, is a local legend. But wait, there's more. They also have an out-of-this-world smash burger that will make your taste buds dance a jig. But what truly sets the Croissant Terrier apart is its infectious spirit of joy. The owners, Kylie and Will, radiate an energy that makes you want to hug strangers and tell the world how happy you are. They've created a space where everyone is welcome, from regulars to first-timers, and where laughter and laughter alone is the universal language. So, do yourself a favor and visit the Croissant Terrier today. It's the perfect place to go when you need a dose of happiness, a fantastic meal, and a croissant that will make you forget all your troubles. Trust me, this hidden gem is worth every calorie and every minute of your time. Remember, at the Croissant Terrier, joy isn't just a side dish, it's the main course. Brewed barley, where the food will make you lose your marbles. Attention foodies, comedy lovers, and anyone with a pulse. Brewed barley, the culinary mecca of Little Rock, is calling your name. Brace yourselves for a gastronomic experience that will leave you laughing, crying because it's so good, and wondering why you've never been here before. Picture this, you walk into this chic, industrial chic joint and the staff greets you with the warmth of 1,000 suns. They're so friendly, they'll make you want to hug the nearest salt shaker, which, by the way, are the cutest little things you've ever seen. Now, let's talk about the food. Oh man, it's like a party in your mouth. The fried olives are so good, you'll forget you're not at a frat party. The shush fries. Crispy, fluffy, and a masterpiece of potato engineering. Moving on to the salads, the chicken Caesar is a legend. It's so big, it could feed a small army. And the blackened salmon salad. So fresh, it's like catching it yourself without the whole fishing part. But wait, there's more. The scallops risotto is like a cloud of creamy deliciousness, and the beef rib is so tender you could cut it with a butter knife. And let's not forget the duck wings. They're like little crispy masterpieces that will make you wish you had a whole separate stomach just for them. Oh, and the drinks. They're top-notch. The cocktails are like a work of art, and the beer list is as long as the Mississippi River. Now, the service. Kat, our server, was the epitome of efficiency and charm. She answered our every question with the patience of a saint. But here's the best part, the atmosphere. It's like walking into a hipster's living room. The decor is unique, the music is chill, and you'll feel like you're the coolest person in the room. Overall, Brewed Barley is a restaurant that will stay with you long after you've finished your meal. It's a place where you can lose your marbles over the food, laugh until your sides hurt, and leave feeling like you've just had the most unforgettable dining experience of your life. So, what are you waiting for? Head on down to Brewed Barley and prepare to have your mind blown. Just don't say we didn't warn you. Prepare yourself for a culinary symphony that will make your taste buds do the Lindy Hop. Petit Keat is a culinary playground where every meal is a masterpiece. Let's start with their tuna tartar. It's like a Monet painting for your palate. The freshness is so palpable, you'll swear the tuna just jumped out of the ocean and onto your plate. Now, let's talk about their crab cakes. They're like these tiny, golden nuggets of pure seafood bliss. But beware, they're so addictive you might find yourself humming "I want a crab cake sandwich" on your way out. Okay, so the crab cakes are coated in remoulade sauce, but don't be a sauce snob. This stuff is so good, you'll want to drink it straight from the bottle. Just imagine a velvety, lemony sauce that enhances the crab's flavor without overpowering it. As for the wedge salad, it's like a skyscraper of perfect ingredients. The blue cheese is so smoky, it'll make you wonder if you're eating a salad or a campfire. And those lardons. They're like little crispy bacon clouds dancing on top of your greens. Now, let's talk about the ambience. Picture this, a cozy outdoor area with seating that would make even a couch potato jealous. And the staff. They're so friendly, they'll make you feel like you're at your grandmother's house if your grandmother was a Michelin-starred chef. So, if you want to have a dining experience that's equal parts delicious, fun, and oh so memorable, head on over to Petit Kit. Just remember to bring your appetite, because this culinary adventure is going to leave you wanting more. At the corner, a breakfast bonanza that's pyro-pouting with humor. Picture this, culinary enthusiasts, a breakfast spot so good, it'll make you forget about your morning coffee. At the corner, you're in for a brunch bonanza that'll leave you begging for seconds, and maybe even thirds. Their pyro-pouting is a masterpiece, folks. It's like the low child of a spicy nacho and a crispy potato heaven, leaving you with a perfect combination of heat and savory delight. And let's not forget their Nutella banana crepe, a sweet symphony of chocolate and fruit, topped with whipped butter like a little breakfasty cloud. But wait, there's more. Their bad apple bourbon is a cocktail so dangerous, it'll sneak up on you like a ninja. And the Hive. It's like drinking liquid sunshine, but without the sunburn. Now, let's talk ambience. It's like a diner on steroids. The vibe is casual and fun, with plenty of tables to accommodate the brunch-loving masses. Sure, the line might look intimidating, but don't worry, it moves quicker than a New York City street vendor trying to sell you a hot dog. But here's the kicker, folks. One of the pancakes came out looking like a victim of a kitchen fire. But hey, at least the staff was quick to replace it with a fresh one, minus the crispy edges. And let's not forget the queso pouting, the star of the show. The queso was so rich and flavorful, it made those cheese curds sing with joy. Is at the corner perfect? Well, not quite. But it's so darn good, you'll be too busy stuffing your face to care. So gather your brunch buddies, bring your hearty appetites, and prepare to be wowed by this breakfast extravaganza. Just beware, once you step inside at the corner, your taste buds may never be the same again. Tamaulipas, where tacos take flight and tamales reign supreme, attention all food fanatics. If you're searching for a culinary adventure that'll make your taste buds dance like a salsa-soaked mariachi, look no further than Tamaulipas, the Tamil, taco, and cerveza stand that's setting Little Rock on fire. Picture this, you step through the door and are greeted by the tantalizing aroma of freshly made tamales, each one a vibrant masterpiece wrapped in steaming corn husks. But these aren't your average tamales, oh no. They're like the Rolls-Royces of the Tamil world, filled with delectable fillings that'll make your mouth water quicker than a politician at a campaign fundraiser. And let's not forget about the tacos. They're so juicy and flavorful, they'll have you questioning if you've ever tasted a taco before. The tortillas are handmade, soft enough to melt in your mouth and sturdy enough to hold the generous fillings without crumbling like a politician's promise. But wait, there's more. Tamaulipas has a cerveza selection that'll make a beer enthusiast's heart skip a beat. From local craft brews to imported wonders, they've got something to quench every thirst. And here's the kicker, the prices are so low, you'll feel like you're robbing a bank, but instead of money, you're stealing the most delicious food and drink in town. The service. Impeccable. The staff is friendly and attentive, and they'll make sure you have everything you need to have the best dining experience possible. It's like having your own personal food cheerleaders. So, if you're looking for a restaurant that'll make you forget all your troubles and leave you with a belly full of happiness, head on down to Tamaulipas. Just don't be surprised if you start speaking fluent Spanish by the end of your meal. Cypress Social, where the food dances and the laughter soars. Imagine a culinary oasis nestled amidst verdant woods, where the sounds of bubbling fountains serenade your taste buds. Cypress Social is not just a restaurant, it's a sensory playground that will make Jerry Seinfeld himself envious. Step inside and be transported to a modern yet cozy haven, with floor-to-ceiling windows offering a breathtaking view of nature's dance. But don't let the ambience fool you, this place is a culinary powerhouse. The menu is like a siren's song, beckoning you with dishes that whisper with creativity. The black and redfish punch-out train will leave you wondering if you've died and gone to Cajun heaven. The smoked chicken, with its tender flesh and creamy Gouda mashed potatoes, is the poultry equivalent of a heavenly spa day. Oh, and the desserts. They're like the Mona Lisa of the pastry world. The coffee toffee chocolate trizlek will have you questioning reality, while the carrot cake will make your taste buds sing hallelujah. But it's not just the food that deserves a standing ovation. The staff is like a well-oiled machine, led by a manager who makes sure your dining experience is as smooth as butter. From the friendly tailor to the charming Brian Simmons, they'll make you feel like you're their favorite aunt's child. The atmosphere is equally enchanting. You can choose to dine inside, surrounded by the warm glow of dim lighting, or venture outside to an outdoor patio that makes you feel like you're in the middle of a fairy tale. Now, about that location. It's like a hidden treasure tucked away down a gravel road. But trust me, it's worth the adventure. Just follow the Cypress Social signs like you're Indiana Jones on a quest for the Holy Grail. In conclusion, Cypress Social is not just a restaurant, it's a culinary experience that will make you laugh, cry with joy, and dance on the table, metaphorically speaking, of course. So gather your friends, family, or even your pet hamster, and embark on a dining adventure that will leave you craving more. Just remember, reservations are highly recommended because this place is more popular than a Kardashian on social media. Gold Bowl, where taste buds go wild and logic goes out the window, folks. Prepare yourselves for the culinary adventure of a lifetime at Gold Bowl, Little Rock's crown jewel of bewildering excellence. From the moment you step into this gastronomic wonderland, be prepared to question the very fabric of reality. Their dishes are like abstract paintings that taste like heaven on earth. Take, for instance, their legendary pork belly rice bowl. Imagine a masterpiece where succulent pork belly, crispy as a freshly ironed shirt, melts in your mouth like a dream. But wait, there's more. They've got a symphony of flavors dancing on your tongue, with perfectly cooked rice, crisp vegetables, and a secret sauce that makes you want to lick the bowl clean. But let's not forget about their mind-boggling service. 1 minute, you're told there's no way you can get a table without a reservation. The next, they're offering you an empty restaurant if you promise to vanish before the clock strikes 6:30. It's like a game of chicken, where you're not sure if they're playing or just plain confused. And then there's the food quality. One day, it's fit for the gods. The next, you're eating rotten eggs on meatballs and wondering if you've been transported to a culinary parallel universe. But hey, at least the custom pizza is on point. Just be prepared to wait an eternity for your refills. In conclusion, Gold Bowl is a restaurant where anything can happen and nothing makes sense. But if you're willing to embrace the absurdity and chow down on some truly delectable dishes, this is your Shangri-La. Just don't expect your taste buds or your sanity to remain intact. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to witness the culinary equivalent of a standing ovation. Sauced Bar and Oven in Little Rock has single-handedly raised the bar and then proceeded to do a backflip over it. From the moment you step through the hallowed portals, you're greeted by a symphony of aromas that will make your taste buds do a happy dance. The menu is a veritable encyclopedia of culinary genius, with each dish guaranteed to tantalize even the most jaded palate. Their pizzas. Oh my, they're celestial wonders. The crust is a symphony of crispy perfection, the toppings an orchestra of flavors. It's like the Mona Lisa on a plate, only tastier. But wait, there's more. Their pasta dishes. Forget about it. They're the stuff of legends. Their Alfredo is so creamy, it'll make you forget your own name. The Bolognese is so hearty, it'll make you think you've stepped into an Italian grandmother's kitchen. And let's not forget the service. It's like having a personal symphony conductor catering to your every culinary whim. The staff is so friendly and attentive, they'll make you feel like the star of the show. In conclusion, Sauced Bar and Oven is not just a restaurant, it's a culinary masterpiece. It's a place where your taste buds will experience a whirlwind of joy and your stomach will beg for more. I'm not just saying this, I'm practically shouting it from the rooftops. Run, don't walk, to this culinary heaven and prepare to be sauced to the gods.